responders are calling this rescue a miracle. A driver crashed into a river and was swept away, only to be discovered an hour later.
So lucky. Our Dryden quickly talked to the man who found him, hypothermic but alive.
This is where the car went off of the interstate and flew more than 30 feet before it hit the river here, which was up to here because of the flooding. Now, the two survived the impact and were able to make it out of the car. The woman made it to the riverbank and got help while the driver was swept downstream.
I can still see it from that night.
Fire Chief Danny Tucker was part of the team that rushed out to the Piney River early Sunday morning.
The water was up, very swift. It was snowing, freezing temperatures, so time was really counting against them.
Danny was in waders scanning the bank using a flashlight when something caught his eye.
And we found him face down in the water here. It's about waist deep.
It was 30-year-old Javon King.
And I yelled, "Hey, are you okay?" And all he could do was raise his head up.
He was found half a mile from where he went in. He had spent an hour in the water. He was hypothermic and disoriented, but alive.
So when I got that call, it was just, I can't even explain the range of emotions that overtook me.
Javon's parents say they were praying for that call since they first learned he was missing.
He said, "Dad, I just was rolling over and over and over again in the water." And he said, I held on to something. I started screaming, for help. But he said it was so long of him screaming. He said, I just felt nobody was coming. And then he said, I was about to give up.
They say they have the first responders and God to thank for being able to hug their son again.
When you saw his head raise up, what was that moment?
It was, I never expected him to be alive. All I can say is God was on their side.
In Dixon County, Dryden Quigley, WSMB4.